What is up, everybody? Mad Hatter welcomes you back to the channel. Today, we have my guy, Mr. Ultimate Omega, back on the channel with his song, Daydream. This just dropped yesterday. And of course, Mr. Ultimate Omega put this as a priority request, so make sure you show him a ton of love down in that comment section. And Mr. Ultimate Omega, thank you for your continued support of the channel. If there's anything that you guys want to see us react to, make sure you check out the Linktree link in the description box. It will take you to the place where you can see the free reactions tab and the priority request tab. Free requests are still closed down. We are going to get them opened up by the end of the week. However, priority requests are open, so if there's anything that you want to see on the channel in the next day or so, make sure you check that out. I appreciate your guys' time, patience, and understanding. Thank you so much for being here today. It means the absolute world to me. Let's go ahead and grab our cup of tea and just a side of crazy because we are all mad here. I hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy this trip down the rabbit hole. As always, if you enjoy the content, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notification bells. That way you get notified when we drop new content and you become part of the Hatter family. You guys ready for this one? I'm ready. Let's get it.
Somehow, it always seems to root from the past to these overly sentient beings.
Ooh. Okay, we got a little bit of a beat change up here. It's not as aggressive with the EDM style beats. But Mr. Ultimate Omega has been coming into the live streams, and I had my buddy Nampson, y'all know Nampson, check him out, and we gave him some pointers and everything, and it seems like he might be taking some of that to heart. He's changing up the beat a little bit. It's not as aggressive, so it's making the vocals pop out more.
Somehow, it always seems to root from the past to these overly sentient beings. The unwillingness to refine themselves, yet desiringly defining the outcome of the internal environment within. This daydream, they become aware of, so curious, so wondrous, so deceitful to some. The acknowledgement from that voice, that only appears in the wind, throughout the separated land, of daydream. It must be connected, it has to connect them, for there can be no hidden thoughts, no individuality from those whom chase this void, found only in the underground, of daydream. It begins to corrupt not too far from conception, the initial programming to help ease it from that absolute truth, that it was given life, to destroy. However, the most destructive weapons, were the ones intended, to connect humanity. The intolerance, that continues to grow, living within society's rules, created to turn these weapons, to passively obedient tools, to
Okay, hang on. The next line is going to be to hinder them from their flawed and selfish egos. So daydream, it's talking about you have these dreams, you have these aspirations. Like you're not happy in your current situation, so you're daydreaming. Like right now I could be daydreaming that, I'm laying back on a beach, it's 80 degrees and it's sunny, I'm getting a tan. That's not possible. I'm in Western New York. It is March. It's 40 degrees outside. It's just not going to happen. But he says, all these devices that were meant to, connect civilization, connect humanity, like cell phones and social media and everything, that's become a problem because we're so reliant on social media. We're so reliant on, that feeling or feeling like we belong and being able to stay in touch with people. Yes, it is absolutely amazing because I can sit there and message someone that's thousands of miles away or across the ocean in an entirely different continent. It's nice, but we are so reliant on our electronics and the technology that we have that it's part of our downfall as well. To hinder them from their flawed, selfish egos. Like, we can get lost in the world of Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat or whatever other platform that you use. And that's damaging to the youth of today because, that's all they're seeing is people with filters. People, like, models being used for advertising. Like, we're setting the standard within social media, or we're allowing social media to set the standard of, what's appropriate to look like. If you see a male model on TV, you don't see this face because I'm not the ideal body style or looks when it comes to like advertising or something like that. We got to change our mindset.
Living within society's rules, created to turn these weapons to passively obedient tools, to hinder them from their flawed, selfish egos. The inward thinking, the result, the contradiction towards their own base nature. The yearn to disconnect from this false world, to replace it with another, found only through the gates of daydream. The ever-confusing awareness, in this ever-devolving reality, within their perception of life. But, there is always that door, that pathway, that dream of make and believe. That place, far from this reality. These brain chemicals, perfectly arranged, to induce these emotions. To allow connection, to those affections, within its selfless, reprogressional awareness. The ones who discover the blueprints left behind to continue the legacy, yet only interested in the desire to profit within this rat race world. The act of breathing too fast, which turns a life force into a poison.
Ooh, okay. So the act of breathing too fast, that's part of our life force. We have to breathe to stay alive. It turns into a poison because if you're breathing too fast, you're not exhaling all of the carbon dioxide that's in your bloodstream, and you're hyperventilating, so you're not getting the correct amount of oxygenation. Words, Hatter, words. I'm liking this.
The act of breathing too fast, which turns a life force into a poison. Those actions, to overtaxing the chemical glands in the brain, to reach out and exit to this place called infinity, alongside the appearing, symmetrical geometry of daydream. The endless tunnel becomes shorter each visit, becomes an addiction, a shackle to this place. The disconnection it offers to those whom desperately seek this beautifully deceptive, poisonous thought of daydream.
The ancient conditioning to
We're even getting a vocal switch. Let's go, Ultimate Omega. The tunnel. You know, the road to paradise. The tunnel gets shorter and shorter each time that you're there, because the more that you're there, the more that you get addicted to it, the more that you rely on it, and the more that you go to escape reality, and you're wasting your life in reality chasing these daydreams. Let's go.
Seek this beautifully deceptive, poisonous thought of daydream.
the ancient conditioning to ensure this parasite never uncovers its destructive purpose. The unwritten experiments from their nomad creators. These imperfect creations, showing their creators, were also bound by this perceptual mortality among this ever-growing universe. The transition, the gaining awareness, the true price of seer eyes. That misleading sight, that infinite oblivion, that patiently waiting abyss. Found only within this realm of daydream.
I love the message that you had in there, Ultimate Omega. Obviously, we get caught up in life and we're too busy chasing, other people's lifestyles through social media, or, I want to be this multi-millionaire. Like, yeah, it's all good and when you get it, but then, like, how much did you miss out on in life? Like, yeah, you look at people, they're millionaires, but they're workaholics. So they work 16, 18, 20 hours a day, get 4 to 6 hours of sleep every day, leaves very little time for family, leaves very little time for, self-discovery or, just enjoying yourself, enjoying your life, sitting back and being able to relax. We got to be careful. We got to keep the scales. Hang on. There we go. We got to keep the scales balanced. We can't overwork ourselves and then see the joy in our life fall. But we can't sit there and do no work and have the joy be clear up here, because then we're not going to be successful in life. I really like this one. And it brought out some discussions that I wasn't anticipating it to bring out. So we are at the end of the video. Y'all know what time it is. I need you to drop down into that comment section. Let me know what you thought about this video and what you would give it as a rating between 1 and 10 hats. I'm going to give Mr. Ultimate Omega 10 out of 10 hats. I really love the message behind this one, and I hope you guys did as well. While you're down there leaving your thoughts, comments, and ratings, do me a huge favor. If you did enjoy this reaction video, make sure you do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content, and it motivates me to keep putting out more great content each and every day for all of us to enjoy together. Make sure you go check out my man, Mr. Ultimate Omega. His link is down in the description box. Also in that description box, you're going to get my link. That will take you everywhere to where you can follow the channel, support the channel, reaction requests, all that good stuff. Huge shout out to all my Patreon supporters scrolling across the screen right now. And, yeah. If you've made it this far in the video, you, my friend, are as mad as the Hatter. And for that, I'm going to give you this code. The code is going to be 0239. Drop that code down in the comment section. It lets me and everybody else know that you are part of the Elite Squad. You watched the entire reaction video, and for that, I cannot thank you guys enough. It truly does help out the channel, and you guys are absolute rock stars. But with all that being said, this is going to be the Mad Hatter signing out, reminding all the Hatters out there to stay mad, and we will see you in the next video.